Hi there, this video is for all of my students for spring semester 2021. I hope that all of you had a nice, relaxing, safe, and healthy winter break. I understand that going full remote from a return of break is probably going to be difficult, and it's very well going to be stressful. So I am just here to let you know that I will be here to support you. You just need to kind of let me know what you need from me. And as long as we keep an open line of communication and I see you logging into Schoology, you guys should be just fine. Um, if you have any concerns about the next 2 weeks, please, please, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I don't know what school is going to look like after these 2 weeks quite yet, but we will take everything one day at a time. So a majority of you I had last semester, some of you I have not, so I'm really looking forward to getting to know a lot of you on a more one-on-one basis or level. So I know that's kind of, like I said, difficult to do or might be a little bit stressful to do during remote, but I'm really looking forward to either seeing you again or meeting you. So make sure that you're attending Zooms as well and completing work. So I do not want to overwhelm you all with too much information, but I did want to walk through some expectations for the next 2 weeks. And then again, I don't know what these next few um, weeks are going to look like after that, but I just wanted to spend some time with all of my classes walking through the procedures of remote learning for my class. So I don't know if anyone's logged in quite yet or have looked to see kind of what's coming up. I'm just going to click on one of my classes. A lot of this is going to be the same in all of my classes. I teach modern world history this semester, IPR, geography, US history, and civics. So again, a lot of this information should be very similar from one class to another. So the rules for remote learning, I only have 4 rules that you need to follow, okay? Every single day, you should be checking your weekly agenda. Here's the weekly agenda folder. If you click on it, it will run through everything that is expected of you for the week, okay? I believe that for this first week, I'm not having a lot of mandatory Zooms until Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The only mandatory Zoom session that I have for tomorrow, which is Tuesday the 5th, is US history. Okay. Another way to kind of look to see what's coming up next is on the right-hand side here. This is your calendar. Both the co-teachers and I will do our very best to make sure that all the information is here as well, but still take some time to look at your weekly agenda and make sure you're not missing any specific details to your assignments. Okay. Introduction to course materials is really what I want to go over with everybody. Whether or not you had me last semester, please, please, please take some time to go through this with me. Here we go. So you'll click on the expectation sheet, it says 2020 to 21. I have my contact information here. If you need to get a hold of me, you can email me. Messaging me on Schoology is probably the quickest way of communicating with me, or you can call the school as well. Just a little introduction about history and why it's important. We're not in class right now, so supplies, that doesn't really necessarily equivalent to the remote learning, but we'll get to the supply that is needed during remote learning, which is your school distributed electronic device, which is our laptops and charger. If you're having any laptop issues or charger issues, please notify myself or Mr. Battle, and we will definitely see what we can do to get all of that squared away so that you can be successful in your remote learning. Okay? So that's the major tool or supply that you'll need for this course, especially during remote learning. Students will be given your in-class time. Our class, if we ever do have Zooms, it will be during the hour of bell schedule. So you'll have time either in class or outside of class to complete work. Make sure you put your name on your work, turn it in on the due date, okay? A lot of the typical assignments will be given. A lot of them are going to be in-class assignments. Sometimes you'll see quizzes, projects, or tests. And then sometimes it's just simply participation, coming to a Zoom, discussing, maybe completing something, whatever that may be. Okay, let's look at late work. Students will be given a daily agenda on the board. That's for when you're in school with me. In a remote learning setting, the weekly agenda is posted under a folder on Schoology. Every Monday, you will get your weekly agenda in that folder. It is also to be shown on the calendar on Schoology, the right-hand side of our home page. Okay. Assignments will be considered late if not turned in by the due date and will automatically be a 0 in gradebook. However, upon my discretion, late work can be accepted. If you choose to stay after school for tutoring, whether that be we're in person or you attend an open Zoom tutoring hour, then students can receive full credit. Okay. And the tutor hours, the open tutor hours, are the exact same since they've been since August of 2020. And that is Fridays, every Friday from 10 a.m. to noon. It is not required, but you're more than welcome to stop in, ask questions, work on an assignment with me, whatever that may be. Okay, that is a tool that I highly encourage you to use, especially during remote learning. Okay, so that link will always be posted before Friday. Food and drink, we don't have to worry about that right now as we're not in school, but we will not be sharing any food and drink when we return. Absences. Students are responsible for any makeup work. It is not the responsibility of me to find you and deliver you makeup work. Communicate is key. Communicate with me, figure out which assignments you need to complete, or you can look in gradebook / the weekly agenda. Okay. Plagiarism's kind of big since we're using the computer and maybe you're not familiar with what plagiarism is. So I have a 0 tolerance policy for cheating in class. Copying or cheating in class will immediately be reported as academic dishonesty. Disciplinary action will be taken. This includes copying from other internet sources or websites, sharing notes and answers, plagiarism, or a type of activity that would not be encouraged by teachers can be considered punishable. Parents will also be notified in these situations. So what is plagiarism? That's when you try to take somebody else's work, you copy and paste information, or do not give proper citation or reference to your sources. If you're unfamiliar about how to do this, please let me know and I will walk you through to make sure that you have all your bases covered. Okay. Zoom behavior, a lot of you guys are very familiar with what Zoom behavior looks like. I highly encourage you to have your video on and audio on. Obviously audio on when you're speaking, keep it muted when you're not speaking, showing up to Zoom sessions on time, making sure that you're appropriately dressed, right? And that you remain for the entire Zoom session. Speaking out of turn, sleeping, cussing, refusing to work on assignments or anything else can result in a loss of live school points and a call to parents. There will not be more than 2 warnings before disciplinary action is taken. Okay. Tardies, we're not in school right now, but we have 3 tardies and then you're out. This can continue with loss of live school points and documentation if it gets to that point. But here's the importance about attendance during our remote learning. In order to be marked as present during remote learning, you must attend either the Zoom for the day, the mandatory Zoom, or turn in the daily assignment on Schoology. Failure to do either of those can result in an absence. Okay, not worried about phones right now because we're not even in school, but we can always come back to those. BYOD, bring your own device. Which device should I bring? It is now mandatory to bring the school distributed laptop to class and is necessary for remote learning days. Okay, you can request hard copies, just let me know. And I've always had students say, well, I have my cell phone, like it's fine. No, the laptop's gonna be a lot easier to complete your work. Okay. Not worried about headphones right now as we're not in class together, or bathroom passes, goodness. When we do return, you get 5 free bathroom passes each quarter. Okay. Here's another important aspect to have. I didn't get a lot of people participating in this for last semester, and I think it could be a great tool for you to use. If you're someone who forgets about deadlines and due dates and what's due, Remind is a great app. You can download it on your iPad or your cell phone, and it can give you text reminders or email reminders. Parents and students can join. Again, you download the app, or you can go to remind.com/join. And I might just send out every now and then a reminder about an assignment that's due, or to bring something to class, whatever that might be. So each class has a specific code. So make sure that when you subscribe to Remind that you put in the appropriate code for the class that you're in. Okay. Course expectations, they'll be noted within the Live School system. Please note you can still lose, and redeem Live School points during remote learning. Okay, read through the policies. Let me know if you have any questions. And then last semester, I had you guys sign this and turn it in. Since we're not physically together, I'm going to wait to have you guys sign, understanding that you will follow these expectations. But let me know if you have any specific questions about any of that. But I just wanted to show a little bit more before I let you go. Weekly agenda, here it is. This is where you'll find information that I just read to you, and then instructional YouTube videos, okay? That's where you'll find this YouTube video. Then it goes into unit by unit. Honestly, I feel like that's enough information to give you guys all in one day. I just wanted to run through some procedures, letting you know what's expected of you. Again, I know that these next 2 weeks are going to be hard, they're going to be stressful, but all I ask is that you try. Show me that you are willing to participate and you're willing to put forth your best effort. Meet me halfway, and I will guide you and support you through this process. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all in Zoom sessions this week, and hopefully in person soon. All right, guys, have a great day.